Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Dugout Football Channel. Welcome to the match reaction as Liverpool start the Arne Slot tenure with a fantastic away victory at Ipswich Town by 2-0. We'll obviously talk about the match. We'll talk about the talking points as well. And yeah, guys, get involved. Do get involved in the live chat as well. And as always, please do remember to hit the like button. Please do remember to hit that subscribe button. And also do remember to, well, if you want to, share out the content as well. You can also find me. You can also find me on here, there, and everywhere. I'm here, there, and everywhere, as I've said. I'm on X. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. And I'm certainly on Twitch. I am on Twitch. I'm not streamed to Twitch for ages, but then again, I don't really use Twitch. But yeah, there are my socials going across the bottom of your screen as well. So yes, Reds, fantastic victory, wasn't it? It was a very, very good start to the season. Let me just get that off. We'll go back to that one as well. But look, it was a game of two halves. Let's just say that it was a game of two halves. First half, full credit to Ipswich. Full credit to Ipswich Town. I think you've got to say that. I think they played very, very well. Really, really good. I think very well organised. I think they're going to be a handful in the Premier League. I think they're going to be a big, big handful in the Premier League. And I think when you look at what's to come for them as well, I know they're away to Manchester City next week. But you never know. You never know with them. You never know with what's going to happen for Ipswich. But no, I thought they were very well organised. I've got to say, Jacob Greaves at the back for them. I thought he was very, very good. But I think we kind of allowed them onto us. I think we allowed them to play into their game plan. It was always going to be a difficult game. First opening game, 12:30, of course, away to a newly promoted club. It was always going to be a very, very difficult match. But I think in general, I think we dealt with them pretty well. But I will go to obviously the starting 11 for us in a wee minute as well, because I think everyone kind of guessed the lineup. I think everyone kind of guessed the lineup. If you want to, put it really, really straight there, I think everyone wanted to have that lineup that was the playing against Sevilla. I think it was a big surprise Andy Robertson started, I'll be honest. I think it was a bit of a surprise that he did start. But look, I've got to say, I think it was a bit of a surprise when Tsimikas didn't start today. I thought he was a shoo-in starter for today, but obviously Arne Slot had other ideas. So yeah, for Alisson. It was Alisson, Trent, Kwanzaa, Van Dijk, and Robertson. And then it was Gravenberch, McAllister, and Szoboszlai, and then Diaz, Salah, and Jota. And by the way, we will get to Ryan Gravenberch. We will get to Mo Salah, who is another record breaker, ladies and gentlemen, another record breaker as well. But let me say hello to a few of you, because I have seen a few of you in here. Nigel, happy, absolutely. That could not have been the best possible start for us. I think it was a really, really good start for us, and very, very good win for the Reds today. So yes, I'm very, very happy to get 3 points. And a clean sheet, as well. Zane, Hanif, hello mate. Hope you're well. Best way to describe it was a game of two halves. It was a game of two halves. I think it is safe to say that as well. Your fear is a bird. Yes, absolutely, absolutely, indeed. John Conway, hello mate. Hope you're well. Thank you very much for tuning in. Big up to you as well. Chris Welsh, very good weekend. Well, yes, I did see that your other team, Carlisle, beat in the Cumbrian Derby, beat Barrow 1-0 today, so that was a very good result for you. So hopefully that sort of kickstarts your season, because let's be honest, the fans are not too happy with Paul Simpson. It's the safest thing to say there. Stephen is in. Hello, mate. Hope you're very, very well. Great start from Liverpool. Fantastic start to the season, as well. Especially with the results as well. I will go to the other results very, very shortly, as well. First half, Ipswich were good, but second half we were breathtaking. Yes, Ipswich were good. Ipswich were very, very good in that first half. Henry, thank you very much for the super chat. I really do appreciate that. That is very, very kind of you with the £10 super chat. Start, win, the win, but it could and should have been different. We didn't start well, and I'm just glad we got 3 points and Mo scored. Yeah, I think that's fair. That is definitely fair, Henry. As well, thank you very much for the super chat. I really do appreciate that. I really do appreciate that as well. Velvishwan, hello. I think people overdoing it with the Diaz performance. He should have scored, but still created the second. Most big chances and with constant threat. First game of the season, no need for scapegoats. I'll be honest, I was happy with Diaz's performance. I was happy with his performance. I did see a lot of people being angry with Robbo on social media, which I think he kind of grew into the game a little bit. Velvishwan, I think he did grow into the game a little bit, Robertson, if I'm being honest. But no, I thought Diaz was all right. I thought Diaz had a very good game today. Yes, probably should have scored, with all things considered. But yeah, I thought he had a good game. I thought he had a good game, definitely. Loving Slot already, calling camera celebrations after the match, pushing away stupid questions. Yes, I did see that. I have actually seen Slot press conference from the win at Ipswich, and let me just say, he is a cool and calm, collected customer. He really is. I think he is going to be box office for Liverpool, and he's a very, very calm influence as well. Robertson was very poor today. He was. But I think he got better in the second half than he did in the first half. Let me just say that. Carlisle game was still terrible. Barrow were just as bad, but I just can't lose to them. Absolutely not. Zayn Hanif says, I like Jarrell Quansah, but it's good ruthlessness from Slot to hook him off rather than leaving him out to dry. I agree. I was actually one of the ones that said maybe Kanate on for Quansah at halftime. I thought Quansah was okay. I think there was maybe a couple of times he was out muscled in the air. I think there was a couple of times he was out muscled. But I think if you look at it at the game as a whole, when Kanate came on, I think he was excellent. He was really good when he came on. As well. Van Dijk was my man of the match personally, but it's close between a few players. Yeah, we will get to man of the match. As well. Klopp would have kept Cons on. Love that from Slot. He sees things we probably don't. Yeah, absolutely. No problem, Douglas. I like to support fellow creators. At the moment, I have 56 subs. Very, very good. Very, very good. Only way is up, Henry. Only way is up as well. Just very, very quickly, we will get back into the match reaction. The scores today: Arsenal 2, Wolves 0. So a very good start for Arteta and Arsenal. Saka and Havertz got the goals there. So they got the goals there. Everton 0, Brighton 3. Yes. Everton 0, Brighton 3. Poor old Ev. Ashley Young sent off. Dear me. Yeah, not a good day for the blue half of Merseyside. Newcastle 10-man. Newcastle 1, Southampton 0. Joe Linton with the winning goal in that game as well. Forest beat Bournemouth 1-0 as well. And then obviously we've got West Ham against Villa, which I've got to say that will be a fantastic game to watch. I'm looking forward to that. So those are those games, and obviously Manchester United won 1-0 last night against Fulham. So there we go. Evening, Hannah. Good game in the end. It was a good game in the end as well. Nigel's Robbo fit. Well, let me know in the chat, guys. Let me know in the chat, because I was surprised Robbo started today. I'll be honest. I was very, very shocked that he started. I thought Simicast would have been a shoo-in starter for today. But obviously Slot had other ideas. He obviously brought in Robertson as well. But I think everyone kind of had the lineup guessed to a T. I think it was always going to be potentially the lineup that started against Sevilla and obviously finished the game. Look, it was very, very good. It was very, very good. But first half, we allowed Ipswich to play their game. We allowed them to play our game as well. And I've got to say that I thought Ipswich were very good in that first half. I thought they were very, very good in that first half. The way that they started as well, obviously Wes Burns out there, Omari Hutchinson as well. Delap, I thought, had a pretty good game as well. And obviously you had obviously Leif Davis on the left as well. And I thought they started very, very well. And again, it's this kind of thing as well. We're giving up too many chances to opposition teams. We're giving way too many opportunities to these opposition teams, and I think that could come to sort of haunt us against better teams. Let me just say that as well. But no, I thought Ipswich played well. I thought they played well to begin with, and I think we kind of allowed them onto it. I think we kind of allowed the crowd to get on top of us, and I think that's what sort of affected us in that first half. But look, I'm going to say this: I do think that there'll be a handful. There'll be a handful for a few Premier League teams. Ipswich. I was very impressed with them today, and I think Jacob Greaves is going to be a handful in both boxes, especially his own box and especially at corners, because he was on the end of a free kick that Allison managed to save, and obviously Hutchinson had a chance as well. And for that first half, we only really had one opportunity, and that was obviously Trent Alexander-Arnold hitting over the bar, which was very, very interesting to say the very, very least. And look, it's going to be a very interesting season. Let's just say that it's going to be a very interesting season to say the very, very least. And I think as well, I do like that ruthlessness from Slot to get Quans out of the firing line, and he made a change at half time. He brought on Konate, and I think that was very, very good. And you could quite clearly see in that second half we were more fluent as well. Actually, I have missed something. How on earth did Wes Burns not get sent off? Deliberate handball. Already a yellow card. Basically, it is a Stonewall handball. I don't know how on earth that was not a red card. And I know that people are saying that yes, it's new season but same old rubbish refs. Yeah, that's my kind of view as well. But maybe on another day you might actually. To be fair, I'm going to be watching these games more and more noticeably, and I'm going to be like watching and saying, yeah, if that's a deliberate handball, then see what happens, because I think Tim Robinson, if we're being honest, he did not have his best game today. To say the very, very least. So I was very, very angry at that decision. I thought that was a red card all day long. But it wasn't, and he stayed on the pitch, I think, until the 71st minute, and obviously had to come off injured as well. So yeah, I forgot to mention that. The Wes Burns non-red card. It should have been a red card. But yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, it should have been a red card, to say the very, very least. Look, second half comes out, we make a change. Obviously, Konate comes on for Kwanzaa. I like that ruthlessness and Slots. I think that is a very, very good way to go about it. And I like that. He brought Kwanzaa out of the firing line, and I think it was more fluid. We were definitely more fluid through that half. And I think as well, we started really, really brightly in that second half. And once we got going as well, the passing movement from, I think it was obviously Van Dijk to Salah, Szoboszlai to Salah, so that got a second goal as well. But the first goal, I think, is a very, very good move. About 2 minutes later, Jota should have done what Jota does best, and that is heading in from about 6 yards. I mean, it was a horrendous miss. Horrendous miss. Wasn't good. Wasn't good. But to be fair, he did atone for his error, and it was a very good finish from Jota. Lovely play. It is the start for finish. Kanate to Trent. Trent ball across the outside. Salah goes past Leif Davis like he's no there. Plays it to Jota. Jota is miles onside. Scores. And obviously that was the first goal of the Arne Slot era. Liverpool was Diogo Jota. Salah to Jota. That kind of yeah, that I think we'll be seeing a lot more of that this season as well. So yeah, Jota's off the mark. I am praying to goodness. I am praying to goodness that he is fit throughout the season. A fit Diogo Jota is a fit and firing Diogo Jota. That's what you want. That is definitely what you want to see. Because I think he is. Yeah, I think he is a real threat this season, and he's a big goal scorer as well. Knows where the back of the net is. Absolutely does know where the back of the net is. As well. Sorry, I've just seen actually it was 1-1 between Forest and Bournemouth, so Bournemouth must have got a late goal as well. So apologies. I think I said 1-0 Forest. I obviously finished 1-1, and then the second goal. It's again fantastic play. You've got to say. Van Dijk to Salah, Salah to Szoboszlai, Szoboszlai to Salah, and Salah does what Salah does best and pops it into the back of the net. And now that is a record-breaking goal because that's his 212th goal for Liverpool. His 300th goal involvement in 350 Liverpool matches. And he has now scored in 9 opening weekend games, more than any other player. I think he was level with Alan Shearer, Wayne Rooney. I think there was a couple of others as well that he was level with. But he's out on his own now. 9 opening weekend goals. Absolutely amazing from Mohamed Salah. And he just gets better and better. Every time you see him, he just gets better and better. And this is the thing. Mo Salah just is, wanting to break record after record after record. Obviously, I think the next one is, to, get through that 250 goals. I think that should be the next one. But yeah, 212 goals and something like 350 games is absolutely incredible for Mohamed Salah, to say the very least. And maybe he might break more records. Maybe he might break more records, but I think if we're looking at that, it was very good. And look, there will be a time there will be no Mo Salah. There will be a time with no Alisson Becker. There will be a time that we have no Virgil van Dijk. That will come. That will come. But let's just enjoy these players. Let's just enjoy these players. To say the very least. And then let's be honest, it could have been 3. It could have been 4. It could have been 5. It could have been a lot more comfortable. But fair play to Ipswich. Fair play to Ipswich. I think they will be a handful. As I've said a number of times today, I think they will be a handful, and that was a very good opening win for Liverpool. Couple of things as well. Joe Gomez didn't play today. Wasn't even in the 20. I think we might be seeing Gomez potentially leave the club. He has made 224 appearances for Liverpool. He will be always known as a very good servant to the club. It does feel like he is weighing up his transfer options, which I don't blame him. I don't blame him, if I'm being honest. But then again, does that mean we bring someone in? I hope it is. I really hope it is, because Van Dijk, Konate, Kwanzaa, you can't go into the season with just 3 centre backs. You just cannot go into the season with 3 centre backs. And what might be happening with Vandenberg? What might be happening, with the other one there as well? So that's something to watch as well. So yeah, I think Joe Gomez could be on his way. I hope he's not. But it does feel like he could be. He could be on his way as well. But let me just see about these comments. Douglas says a recurrent theme that teams with less quality have played well but just don't have the cutting edge. Yeah, it is. It is indeed. As I've said, Ipswich will be a good side to watch this season. They'll definitely be a good side to watch. Hannah says, more surprised by Gomez not starting. Surely we're not selling him. Does feel like that we might be selling him. Does feel like we might be selling him. To be fair, whatever we get for him, we'll be getting profit on him because we only bought him for 3.5 million from Charlton way back in 2015. He's been here 9 years almost, as Joe Gomez, and he's been a very good servant to the club. He's been a very, very good servant to the club, and I think we need to see what will be happening after that. But he's been a very good servant to the football club, to say the very least. Zane says Darwin Núñez getting 0 minutes. What does that say? I don't think it's a lot. I don't think it's a lot to say. I would honestly say I think we'll see more rotation this season. I think we'll see more and more. You might see a couple of changes a game. Maybe next week Gakpo starts, for example. Maybe Núñez potentially comes in. Maybe Harvey Elliott comes in. I think the thing we didn't do much under Klopp was rotation. I think Arne Slot is one of these men who's going to probably rotate a lot more. So I think you'll see a lot more rotation for Liverpool. If I'm being honest, to say the very, very least. Nigel says, good to see you, Hannah. Did you know Hannah is a palindrome like Sonos? I did not know that. You learn something new every day. Hey, Nigel, I indeed know that. Nigel with a thumbs up. What do you make of the penalty shouts? No, I don't think any were penalties, to be honest with you, Henry. I know there was one where I think it ricocheted off. There was Jacob Greaves' elbow. Nah, that's not a penalty. I, I can't really think of the others. I don't think we really had any penalty shouts, if I'm being honest. I honestly can't remember that. There was obviously one in the second half where Ipswich got through. The guy was offside. Again, I think that was Leif Davis, actually. Leif Davis was offside. And then you saw the challenge from Van Dijk. Probably as a penalty, if we're being honest, it probably is a penalty. But I think if you want it to look more on it, he was offside. So it didn't matter anyway. But yeah, I think I don't think there was any penalty shouts. Not today. Not today. As well. The referee was shite all around. It was Hannah. It was indeed. I think Tim Robinson had a good game at all. Let's say the very, very least. Ipswich were very lucky not to get a red, says Nigel. Yes, I absolutely agree. I think, yeah, they had a couple of challenges actually. They had a couple of wee challenges, and yeah, they're going to be difficult to play against anyway, to say the very least. Don't sit on the fence, Hannah. Lol. Arne. Yes, Arne is one cool dude. He is. Many congratulations, Mo. Absolutely. Yeah, it's always good to see that. Always good to see that as well. Chris says Gomez definitely gone in my opinion. I feel we're getting another centre back in. I won't mention his name, but a name who we scouted for years. I think I know who you're on about, and I have a feeling I did a short on this man. I think I know who we're going for. I have a feeling I have a feeling who I know we were going to go for as well. What a joy to be alive to see Mo, says Nige. Absolutely as well. Andrew Quinn, hello mate, hope you're well. Absolutely outstanding today from second half. I'm glad we got Graven and Sobel last summer. They were outstanding. Sobelsley should have played in the cam position last season. Yeah, look, I think it's a big season for Sobelsley. I think it's a big season for Ryan Gravenberch. Yeah, let's talk about Ryan Gravenberch, by the way. What a performance from the number 6 role. He is really getting into that role. A player who hasn't really had much pre-season because he was hardly used. He didn't even get any minutes at Euros, which is mad to say at the very, very least. Didn't get any minutes at Euros. But he really is getting into that role, I think. Gravenberch. He really is. He is getting into that role, I think. And again, he's only going to grow into that role as well. He's only going to grow into that role very, very soon. So, Yeah, very, very good performance from Ryan Gravenberch. And as I said, I felt he was my man of the match. I think he was excellent. Some of the passes as well. Big season for him. He's only 21, 21, 22, almost, Ryan Gravenberch. He's Dutch, so Slot is going to give him a good wee run in the team, I think, and rightly so, rightly so. Didn't really get his chance at Bayern Munich, so I'm hoping that he can grow into this role, and if he does, he'll be a fantastic player for us. He really, really will be. I think him and Maka complement each other very, very well, and then Soboslai, obviously getting that assist today, and look, Diaz played well. I don't get what people are complaining about on social media, but then again, watch social media. Watch that to say the very, very least as well. Gomez will leave a legend of Liverpool, in my opinion, but I haven't seen the game. Watch highlights on Match of the Day tonight. Yeah, Match of the Day is back tonight. Yes, of course. This is, of course. Gomez is brilliant. Only injuries stopped him showing how great he could be. I'll be sad to see him go. I'll be sad to see him go. I'll be very, very sad to see Joe Gomez go. Hannah, I think we all will be, to say the very, very least. I think he is a excellent player, and I think he will be one of those ones that will be sad to go. We'll be sad to go. Guys, if you are enjoying the stream, please remember to hit the like button. Do remember to hit the subscribe button. We're getting ever so closer now to 3K. I think I'm about at last count it was 2968, so I'm 32 away. I think that's how you say it. So we are getting very, very close. So my target at the end of the year was 3K. So if we can get that, that'd be absolutely fantastic, to say the very, very least. Elevator is in. Hello, Elevator. Hope you're well. I hope you're happy with the results today as well. I'm happy with when Arne Slot making history, just the second Liverpool boss to win their opening game. Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? Absolutely crazy when you think of the Jurgen Klopp didn't manage to do it. Brendan Rodgers didn't. Roy Hodgson didn't. Who else? Who else is there? Houllier. Yeah, it's mad. Absolutely mad. I can't think who the other boss was. Was it Kenny Dalglish? I can't remember. Honestly, I can't remember, to say the very, very least. I wonder if Klopp was at the game or watched the game. I'm pretty sure he'll probably be watching in his Spanish villa that he's obviously got over there. And look, I was happy with what Klopp did as Liverpool manager. I'd be very, very happy with what he did as Liverpool manager. I'm just going to be very, very happy with what Slot does as Liverpool manager as well. Andrew says Hinsapi. Is that who you say it? Hinsapi? I think that's how you say it. Hinsapi or Inacio surely has to be. And also, LFC officials were at the Wolves game today. So obviously the players that we have scouted are 8 Nuri and Joe Gomez. Yes, I have seen the rumours to 8 Nuri. That would not surprise me. That would not surprise me in the slightest if we got either of them. To be honest, 8 Nuri is a very good left back as well. But yeah, I don't think left back's really a position we really need to sort of strengthen. But we'll wait and see. As well. Slot's thrown Kwanzaa under the bus. I don't think he's thrown him under the bus, Dan. I think it's more the fact that he is ruthless, and I think Kwanzaa didn't have a good first half. He's brought him out of the firing line. I don't think he's thrown him under the bus. I think it's more the fact that he's protecting him. I think he's protecting him, and I think as well, it was a very, very good way of showing that. It was a very, very good way of showing that. So I don't think he's thrown him under the bus. I think what he's done, I think he's protected him as well. But big up, Dan. Hope you're well. Hope you're very, very well, my friend. Hope you're very, very well. Why do I feel like us not winning the league in 2014 was a big factor to how we ended up with Jurgen Klopp? Yeah, does feel like that, doesn't it? Does feel like that. But like I said, it's a perfect start to our season. It's a perfect start. We'll only go from there as well. Got to go, Douglas, up the Reds. Thank you very much, Henry. Thank you very much. And yeah, thank you for tuning in as well. Spencer is in. Hello, Spencer. Hello, hello, hello. Hope you're well. I've not seen you for a wee while, but thank you very much for tuning in, my friend. Yeah, let me know how you guys are feeling. Let me know how everybody is feeling there as well. Hope Graham Souness is okay. Legend, says Nigel. What's happened with Graham Souness? This is news to me. Is Graham Souness okay? I'll be honest. I've not really checked any sort of news today, so I hope he's okay. Yeah, let me know in the chat what's happened to Souness. Elevator says, I thought Ipswich played very well the first half, was very even with Ipswich having the best chance. Then we scored second half, we got the second and killed them off. Yeah, I think that's the thing as well, Elevator. We didn't do that much last season. When we were on a very good run, when we were like 1-0 up, when we were like, when we were 1-0 up, we didn't kill teams off. So I'm hopefully that win today has kind of shown that we can kind of try and kill teams off. And look, the thing is as well, we've got some interesting games coming up. Obviously, Brentford next weekend at Anfield. That's a Sunday 4:30. Manchester United the next again Sunday as well. So that's another very, very interesting game, to say the very, very least. And then it is Nottingham Forest. After that as well. So these games are coming thick and fast. But as I said, take one game at a time, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. As well. Hannah saying hi to Spencer. Also, thoughts on the Liverpool being pretty much our new club logo. I love it. I absolutely love it. Obviously, I've got as you can see, that's the logo there. That's going to be obviously the logo of the club now going forward. I love it. I really do. I really do love it. To say at the very, very least. Has something happened to Souness? Yeah, I'm wondering that. Hopefully not. It was Gerard Houllier. Gerard Houllier was the last Liverpool manager one on is there. It's Hincapie. Hincapie. Right. Hincapie. Right. Okay. Thank you for the pronunciation, Elevator. I wasn't sure to begin with. Hannah, I hope not. All right. When you said you hoped he was okay, it sounded like something had happened. Yeah, I was a bit like that, Hannah. I was a bit like, ugh. So hopefully he is okay as well. Kwanzaa really didn't have a great first half. We defended much better second half when Kanate came on. Yeah, I think as well we were kind of limiting them to sort of long range efforts. I noticed. I know Mari Hutchinson had an effort in the second half, but I know that I think we were kind of limiting them from having sort of, first good opportunities, and I think we did that well. I think we did that particularly well as well. Damn, Nigel, you scared me and Douglas. Yes, you certainly did. You certainly did. You certainly did, Nigel, as well. I think this is our strongest front three. People will say Gakpo, but Slot doesn't think so. I agree. I think if you look at the game against Sevilla, they were very, very good. Salah, Jota, and Diaz. Today, they combined very, very well. And yes, Diaz probably should have scored, but then again, it was very, very good from Liverpool today. It really was. It really was. Quickly, how do you feed a fish? Yeah, exactly. Also, a big factor last season was injuries and fatigueness, and most of this came from us having to make so many comebacks last season. Yeah, absolutely. That was a big, big factor as well. Almost got the prediction right. Diaz should have got one. Jota and Salah should have got two. What was your prediction, Velvish One? What was your prediction? I had 3-1. I had 3-1 Liverpool. I said Jota and Salah would score. Funnily enough, I actually had Jacob Greaves to potentially score for Ipswich, and yeah, there was one occasion almost happened as well. I'm assuming everyone knows Graham Souness has had what appears to be a suspected heart attack, hospitalised. I was just saying, hope he's okay after you mentioned match of the day. Oh yeah, that was a while ago actually. I'm pretty sure that was a while ago as well. Henka pa Henka p Henkape 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 Henkape. Right, okay. There we go. There we go. There we go. Anyway, Nigel, that was like 30 years ago. Yes, it was 30 years ago as well. Ipswich had a couple of set pieces first half. That first one is exactly, in my opinion, what led to Everton's second goal against us last season. Yes, I agree with that as well. Yes, but he was in hospital a few months ago. He was. But I think he's all right as well. I said 3-0 that all will score. Oh, man. Almost a perfect prediction. Almost a perfect prediction, Velvishwan. Almost a perfect prediction. What I like about Slot is tactical subs, which Klopp lacked a lot. I agree. It was tactical. And that's something to look forward to. That is definitely something to look forward to say the very, very least. I feel so sorry for Ipswich. First two games back in the Premier League were Liverpool at home and Manchester City at the Etihad. And thank you, Zane. It's 1-0 Aston Villa, and Onana has scored. Onana. So West Ham behind at the London Stadium. Thank you for that. Google does Graham Souness to check, and he seems fine. That's good news. Good Hannah. Says nice. We will never know how to pronounce Henkape. Yeah, it's a weird pronunciation. Let me just say that as well. I also went with 3-0, but I said every goal would come in the first half. There you go. There you go, indeed. There you go, indeed. So before I leave, I'm going to say this: man of the match for me, Gravenberch. I think he was really good, really good. So yeah, I'm going to give Gravenberch my man of the match. Velvishwan, thoughts on Gomez potentially leaving? It's a shame. I can understand it. He does deserve first team football. It does look like Aston Villa are potentially the ones going for him. However, I did see Chelsea were being linked as well. So yeah, I don't want Chelsea to get Gomez. Do not want Chelsea to get Gomez at all. Aston Villa would get first team football. You certainly would get first team football at Aston Villa. So that's obviously something to look forward to. But yeah, it would be a shame. It would be a shame. It would be a very big shame if he did go Gomez, because he is a very good player, a very good important part of the squad as well. But yeah, I think whatever we get from him, we're getting profit on him anyway, aren't we? I think it'll be about 40 million. If I'm being honest, I think it'll be about 40 million. Is Gomez, to say the very least. Elevator says, I would like to see Aston Villa go on a run in the Champions League. I would as well. And Nigel says, many thanks, Douglas and chat. Have a great rest of the weekend, everyone. You'll never walk alone. Absolutely indeed. But yeah, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much for tuning in. Really do appreciate it. Really do appreciate everyone who has tuned in as well. I will just go through these last couple of comments as well. A big thanks to Henry for the £10 super chat. That was very kind as well. So thank you very much for that. If you are watching on playback, please do remember to hit that like button. Please remember to hit that subscribe button, and let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts about the game as a whole, as a very good start to the season for Arne Slot's Liverpool. So I'll go through the final few comments, and I will leave as well. Newcastle were unlucky to be in a group of death last season. If they had just held on against PSG away, I think they would have beaten Milan and get through. I think they would have beaten Real Sociedad. Who knows what would have happened? Who knows what would have happened as well? If Gomez leaves, we need to replace him. We'll have no one left at this rate. Yes, definitely needs replaced. If Gomez goes, we definitely need to replace him. That's definitely a thing to say, Hannah. Absolutely. Indeed. Real Sociedad, yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Douglas. No problem. And take care, Douglas, as well. But yes, it is a winning start for Arne Slot's Liverpool. Yes, going to still take me a bit of time to say that, but yes, it's a winning start to Arne Slot's Liverpool, and Yeah, very, very good start to the season. And now we take on Brentford on Sunday. I'll watch obviously the Brentford game. Brentford against Crystal Palace tomorrow. And that's obviously Super Sunday. And then obviously Chelsea against City, and then Leicester against Spurs as well. And guys, by the way, please do let me know if you've been listening to the Totally Premier League podcast as well. Please do let me know about that as well. And as Olivia says, Inacio would be an ideal signing. Absolutely. But for myself, it is You'll Never Walk Alone. And I'll see you very, very soon. Take care. Bye bye for now. You never walk alone. Cheers, Reds.